I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Instead of doing 7 different videos and taking an hour, I'm going to go through all the structures and then go through hard first, then interesting, then boring, then easy, and make one video. And I'll copy and paste this. And hopefully there's not that many typos. On the external anatomy, one person had trouble with the sulcuses, and basically, or one group, the sulcuses are these grooves that have blood vessels in them. So there's a sulcus here, that's the atrioventricular sulcus. There's a sulcus here, that's the interventricular sulcus. And while we're on it, let's rotate to the circumflex artery. Behaving right now. So here is the auricle. And the circumflex artery is actually starting underneath this auricle. It's not letting me delete it. And it goes around the heart. So one group said it doesn't have a word association, circumnavigate. It's a circle. It really circles around the heart. The other one, it's hard to find. Yes, it's right in this sulcus. So apparently sulcuses in this are very hard. Then the coronary sinus is hiding on the back of the heart. So skews all these veins. That's the coronary sinus right there. And I'm not sure why it's not letting me click on it. It should let me click on everything else. So there's the coronary sinus. So it sounds like these hidden structures, all associated with these sulcuses, are hard. And on the test, I'll do what is the artery, what is the vein, what is the structure. 2 had to do with blood vessels. So one group said that the tricuspid valve was hard to find, and yeah, it's sort of up there. And another group said the pulmonary semilunar valve, it is open right now, was hard to find. And yes, it's hidden. I like that better on the hearts than this one. That's way up in there. That's the aortal semilunar valve, and that's just hard to find because it is way in there, but they actually found that interesting because it was way in there. Moving on to interesting, back to our tricuspid. One group thought it looked like a jellyfish, and I totally cannot unsee it. And they mentioned the tendinous cords are interesting because it literally means tendon-shaped cord, and another one found it easy because of the same thing. They look like a cord. The right one group found the right ventricle being thinner was interesting, and that is very true. The right ventricle is a lot thinner than the left ventricle, and your sheep hearts are very thick, by the way, all of them. And another group found the bicuspid valve was interesting. However, they pointed to the wrong valve. This is the bicuspid on this side. They pointed to the tricuspid. There was a lot in common for interesting and boring. A lot of people found the apex boring because it means peak, and the auricles because they just sit there. I personally think these auricles are super cute. So there's the 2 auricles. They are so cute. And another person, so the vena cava, was boring because it just means big vein. And there's our vena cava. I think I went way too big. So there, yeah, it's a big vein. It's sitting there. You might have a point. And another person said the pulmonary arteries are boring because they don't have an interesting name either. And lastly, they said the pulmonary veins don't look like veins because they don't look, or the pulmonary veins are boring because they don't look like veins. However, we are going to find out these actually have similar structure in veins and arteries when we look at histology on Thursday. Now, easy, people put obvious ones, aorta. I like the atria versus ventricle. A comes before V. Very interesting and very good way to remember it. And remember the word association for the circumflex artery is it goes in a circle. If someone mentioned the chordae tendineae, it looked like cords. There they are. And the great cardiac vein is easy to find. I am going to try to show it to you. Here are the 5,000 blood vessels, and yes, there's the big, great cardiac vein. I'd point to it here again. I have to ask, was it going to let me click on it? No, it's not going to let me click on it. It's all the vein swells. I'll ask the great cardiac vein or the anterior interventricular artery. I will say, what is the artery? What is the vein? What is the structure? So that is what your class found. Boring, interesting, hard. I hope this putting it into one video makes it easier so you're not clicking on a lot of videos. I know for me, I felt like I was trying to read it super fast and keep going. And I have a big giant pause button I did not use right here. So I hope this helped. Thank you.